Hello! Hello and welcome to Story Mode, a gaming channel here on YouTube. Hello and welcome to Friday the 13th episode. Welcome to the weekend. Happy weekend. Thank you everyone for being here. To the VOD watchers, hey guys, what's up? If you catch this stream after I am live, I really appreciate you coming by and watching the stream. It's amazing. Thank you so much for those views. Literally hundreds of views. Hundreds is an exaggeration. Maybe over 100 views. And I know not everybody hangs out, but for those of you who come in and check it out, I really appreciate it. Thank you for the views, the likes, and the subs. Hello, live chat, Kathleen, Kirst, and Calderis. Dairis. I want to pronounce that correctly. Hello and welcome in. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Yeah, aren't the ears cute? I just had a thought. I was like, she needs a little costume element. She's got this little sweater on, but we need a little costume element. Welcome, 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 welcome. Thank you for being here. Happy weekend, everybody. Some of us are in the future. It is Saturday for them. For me, it's Friday. And it's Friday the 13th episode. How fun is that? It's obviously not Friday the 13th on the calendar, but it's our 13th episode. And I'm excited. So tell me something good, you guys, in the live chat. Call nailed it. Can just say call and skip the weird part. I appreciate that. I usually do shorten people's usernames without permission. Hey, Axe, welcome in. Everybody's here today. Happy weekend. Tell me something good, you guys. Drop it like it's hot. Like I'm about to not drop Axebeard's link like it's hot. Hold on. Hold on. Axe word. That's kind of fun. You should try that sometime. Axeword, like Squidward. There we go. Axebeard! Check out my friend Axebeard on YouTube. Also, a fellow Return to Moria live streamer. Does really cool builds, really fun challenges. In the game is very creative. And is a good time. And is a good time. I vote for you to get more and more Halloween with each stream, culminating in an epic fit on Act Halloween. Okay, so Curse, that's not a bad idea. I kind of been thinking about it too. I was like, I wonder if I could do like a little cat nose on her. Maybe next. I know she doesn't have it on in this scene right here, but like a little cat nose. I fantasized about that too. So same brain as usual. Same brain with me and Cursed. I'm thinking about it. And you guys, I think I have like a few days off for Halloween. Okay, it's just the 31st, which is the day of, obviously, October 31st through the 3rd off, so I was thinking we could do something fun and Halloweeny, but I'm really it's just the 31st, but that's Friday, isn't it? Is Halloween on Friday? It is! Oh no, I might have to step up to Axebeard's challenge and have some kind of Halloween special gaming situation happen. You know what I was thinking I could do? We could do like a a hard mode run, like a speed run campaign through Return to Moria, and just turn the brightness way, way, way down. So it's like super dark. Obviously a random seed. And I can play some spooky music in the background, and we can kind of like slink around in the in the Casa Doom. And I don't know, maybe it would be spooky. I don't know, but that's a thought I'm having. It's all coming to me now. I'm getting in the spirit. But yeah, we might be able to do that. Kathleen, you're going to Barnes & Noble tomorrow? I'm genuinely excited for you. I haven't been to Barnes & Noble in a hot minute. It smells so good. It's just full of books and goodness, and it smells so good. I'm excited for you. Are you looking for something specific? Xbeard, you're welcome, of course. Something good. Debuted a custom mod for bare knuckle brawler weapons today. It's a hit. Congratulations, Axe. I'm sure you've been working on that forever. I'm extremely happy for you. That sounds so fun. I am terrified of mods because I don't understand them. I mean, I don't understand most things, but I don't understand mods, and they scare me. Anything I don't understand scares me. I'm a little kid about it, but that's exciting. I love that for you. Genuinely, that's not sarcasm. Very cool. I've got to think of one. Oh gosh. Tell me something good. Tell you something good. Oh, what do I have? It's the weekend, obviously. I am drinking caffeinated coffee. That's always a good thing. Oh, let me think. Oh gosh. Cal is here in live chat. So that's cool. That's new. Oh, they're perfect. Speaking of viewers, speaking of people, places and things. We are at 72 subs the last time I looked. Let me double check that because I probably just lost one saying that out loud. I'm at 72 subscribers, and it took forever. It took forever to break 70. And I started with 50 something. So thank you to all the viewers and to those of you who have subscribed to the channel. I'm very grateful because here I recognize something. I love Return to Moria. My friends love Return to Moria. But it's not the most well-known game. It's not super popular. I have been tempted to, like, break out the Horizon Forbidden West playthrough because I am trying to do 2 streams a week at the very least. And I thought, you know, I could split the difference. I could do one Moria stream and one Forbidden West stream and just increase those views because it's just a better-known game. So anyways, lots of things in my brain that I think about as a streamer. What can I do to grow while also being true to myself and true to my audience? So anyways, getting this many subs, getting up to 72 from, like, I don't know, it was like 54 or something, just on Return to Moria content, like, that's awesome. So thank you, everybody. Thank you for supporting me, being myself, playing the game that I enjoy playing, doing the things I enjoy doing, and being really weird about it. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it so much. So thanks for those subs. Something good. We are all here and well. Absolutely. Okay, I just bred a super cute yellow gooby in Palia. Is that the blob thing? Is that the blob thing? I picked up Palia last night, I think, for like 5 minutes. I was like, there's another update already. You know what's cool, though? I'm so weird about it. I'm such a weirdo. The blobs. Yeah, I discovered that if you don't finish the bundles for whatever challenge or quest or whatever you want to call it at the time, they return your items to you. So, like, all the honey that I did manage to get, all the milk and eggs and stuff that I gave to Delilah for her thing. So I didn't get any of the farm furniture, which makes me very sad. That's not good news. But that's something good, that Palia gives you your stuff back if you're not able to finish it out. I was very grateful. I sold it immediately because really at this point in the game, all I can do is try to make a bunch of money and then just buy everything that I need because I'm not into all the complicated questing stuff. So anyways, thank you guys for playing. Tell me something good, for being a part of that. I appreciate it so much. Oh my goodness. We're gonna get into this game. The bundles last for about a month, and if you don't finish them, it gets returned. Gotcha. Channel growth when comparing to others is a relative thing. Going from 50 to 70 in a short time frame is huge. Congrats. Thank you. Yeah, it is very individual. And it's tough because I retired. I live streamed, did content for about 3 years. I've had one channel that got rebranded a couple times, maybe. And so I did it for 3 years. I got monetized. I had beautiful members and I had beautiful fun with it. And then I got burnt out and I took about a year off and now I'm back. So a lot of people tell themselves, like, I'm just doing it because it's fun. I'm just doing it because I enjoy it, you know. But, like, if we're honest, there's a little part of us that just really wants to be quotes in quotes successful. We want our channels to get monetized. We want, you know, to have our time and effort kind of rewarded with monetization and stuff like that. So it is very individual, but it's funny because I know a lot of us are trying to balance that that kind of, oh, it's just chill and I don't have big expectations, because you don't want to be disappointed. I also don't want to turn into a salesperson for my channel. I'm absolutely happy and honored to be a part of the Return to Moria creator program. So, like, promote RTM all day. Yes, but like myself, I don't want to be that channel that's constantly like, hey, don't forget to sub, don't forget to like, don't worry about my graphics, they're just there. But, like, I'm not, you know, telling people to sub all the time. I'm trying to be chill. But it still means the world. End of story. It still means the world. So I appreciate that a lot. Thank you, Cal, for the support. Yeah, it's exciting. It's exciting. Also, my husband is a huge Game of Thrones nerd. I am not. So, Cal Darris. I'm like, I get it. I get it. Okay, yeah, still waiting for my member merch. I know Curse Bestie was such a faithful member from start to finish. But yeah, let's get into this game. We have so much to do. Okay, so what happened was, hold on. I can do this. I can do this. Okay, we've got background. Dwarf scum. So rude. We've got background audio. Everything's working, I think, at the moment. Okay, so here's what happened. Those are really fun noises. Here's what happened. I got into my feelings. I got caught up in my feelings, and I said, F it, let's get all the way to the Dwaro Delve tonight. Which happened a couple of days ago. I was like, F it, let's go, I want to get, this is gonna be like my mega base. I'm so sad that this seed has like 2 big dirt piles in here. That kind of makes me sad. Sometimes I can get a seed where there are no dirt piles in here and I can roll with it. But anyways, I got caught up in my feelings. We made it all the way here, but in doing that, I realized, and I thought about it, we just bypassed a whole lot of content. We just bypassed a whole lot of stuff. Dwarf scum was the first thing. Yeah, welcome to Return to Moria, you dwarf scum. We bypassed a lot. I just neglected a whole lot of things, so we're gonna backtrack a little bit tonight. We're gonna go backwards a bit. We're gonna handle some things. I made a list. I'm sure I'm gonna forget something, so my RTM experienced players, fellow players in the chat, feel free to call things out if I miss them. But yeah, I really just wanted to get to this point. I wanted to get to the Dwaro Delve. I wanted to build a few walls and make myself safe. And that's what we did, but I completely just skipped like a whole lot of stuff. So we're gonna backtrack a little bit. Now, I made a little bit of a mistake, and I've been playing for the last hour or so, and I went and I collected some adamant and some gold. And so here's what the plan was, okay? My great scheme. Member merch, Kathleen, don't get excited. Do you know how far we are? Okay, I'm gonna do the sales pitch real quick. You know how far we are? I'm gonna be real with you guys. I have 72 beautiful subscribers. Thank you to everyone who has subbed to this channel, especially people who have stuck around from when I was doing exclusively Animal Crossing content on this channel. It's still there, but it's old. I need to update that. But 72 subscribers out of 500. Now, when I first started live streaming several years back, that 500 requirement was 1,000. And we somehow got there, so 500 does feel doable. Maybe not on RTM exclusively, but that's why it's a variety channel. So out of 72 subscribers, I'm sorry, out of 500 I have 72, and since I cannot math, I'm gonna do that in a calculator. I still need 428 subscribers to qualify for that requirement. And then I have 463 watch hours out of 3,000. So let's do 3,000 minus what? What did I just say? 463. I need 2,537 additional watch hours. So I need a lot more views. Those VOD watchers, hey guys, I'm looking at you. So yeah, we are far, 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 far from monetization, and that's absolutely okay. But let me just set that tone. I'm sorry, Kathleen, for your disappointment. But anyways, I never did merch. You guys asked for it, I never did it. So I'm not committing to anything, but a little challenge. Can we get there? Maybe? Can we get monetized and then maybe? Yeah, Kathleen, exactly. Let's just make it a goal, shall we? Okay, so my plan was to take you guys, this is the Quarry Master, the masterwork that we made last stream, in my pack. And I wanted to show you guys that it works on adamant. And it works, I'm gonna make some food while I talk. It works on adamant. And we had come across meal table needs clearing. Oh no! I neglected my dinner. We've come across a lot of gold deposits since we started this game. We came across some as early as the Mines of Moria, which is kind of nuts. Because I don't expect to see gold until maybe the Dwaro Delve, which is where we are now. I'm just gonna run around and do some things while I tell you guys stories. And yeah, so I was playing beforehand, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to the mines because I want to be efficient, and I need adamant, which is a bedding material, so it's kind of the next building material from granite. So we started with stone, these are granite walls, and then we graduate to adamant, which is a stronger, thicker, better material, which we definitely need for the dangerous Dwaro Delve. So I wanted a good amount of adamant, and we also need gold. Hashtag no spoilers. I'll tell you why we need gold so bad here in a minute. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna take these guys. We're gonna go backwards. We've passed a lot of gold. I didn't mark any of it on my map because why would I do that? That's way too prepared and efficient for someone like me. So I know I saw some in the mines. Let's go back to the mines. So I've been playing. I've been collecting adamant and gold in the mines. And my plan was to backtrack still, though, and take you guys somewhere where we could mine some adamant and some gold, and you guys could see the quarry master at work. Theory confirmed not hiatus. What's the word? Hypothesis is actually the correct term. We don't have theories, we have hypothesis. And then those have to be proven, but basically confirmed, the quarry master does break adamant and gold as soon as you get it. So it's very much ahead of its time. It's a tool that's ahead of its time. It also requires a black diamond to make. So that is why it's not necessarily easy to get at the front of the game. Where am I going? Faith, pay attention. I need to go forward. Okay. So yeah, so we've got a good amount of adamant, which is great. We've got a good amount of gold, which is great. But I neglected to find a deposit. This is resin, which we could also collect, which would be good. I neglected to find a deposit where we could just mine these materials together really quickly, and I could actually show you the quarry master at work. Is this where I just came from? No, okay, we're good. We're good. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. I'm gonna run around in the lower deeps. I'm pretty sure I cleared the mines of any gold. But I want to find a deposit for us here. So backtracking to get some materials that we need. Let me do nothing at all. Everything's fine. I think I was going to grab my sword. There we go. So now we're running back up to the lower deep. So I've kind of scoured. So I cleared out the mines, and now I've been running around the deeps trying to find a gold deposit. I'm like, I know we've got one somewhere. I know I've come across it. So yeah, so I'm just running around trying to find that for you. For some reason, I feel like we just need to do one together. And you can see the quarry master at work and get excited about it. But yeah, other than that, we also have just things that we completely bypassed in my rush to get to the Doro Delph last stream. So we are going to head back to... We might actually head back to the mines real quick, because there was a feature, a game feature content, that we came across that I just was like in the moment. Like, I'm not a fan of this feature. I just don't like it. So I skipped it at the time because I was like, you know what? Not tonight. Like, I don't have the energy. I don't have the enthusiasm. I don't want to do this. So we skipped it and then never, ever, ever, ever went back for it. So I think we should go back and check that feature out, because I skipped it and I never went back to it. And we went past the mines and we came into the deeps and I completely forgot about it. This is all granite and iron, which is lovely, but I need adamant and gold. Now I will say, I gotta watch my HP here. I will say that in the Doro Delph, I am fairly likely to come across gold, maybe even more likely to come across it than in the deeps. But the deeps we're kind of equipped for. We've got the armor, we've got the weapons, like I'm safer here. That did not restore like any HP. Come on now. I'm a bit safer here. So I kind of want to run around in this area because I know we've come across gold ore. This is the library, this is the Pilgrim Library. But yeah, so we need to go back to the mines, take a look at something, and then there's just a couple of points of interest. Not least of which are the Aquifer chests. We completely bypassed 2 chests. I need to make those keys, and then we need to go unlock those chests. There's also something near the Bridge of Khazad-dûm that I did not address that is important and there. So we need to go back there and take a look at that. There's no ore in there with the library, but let's go look at the library real quick. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. Look how pretty it is! It was a lot of singing, but you know what? Sometimes it's worth it. Sometimes it's worth it. That's so cool. I need this in my life. I need like a lamp in my room. Hashtag dear free range games. Merch? Merch? Speaking of merch, please? This would be so cool. Could you imagine just having that like next to your bed? It'd be so cool. A little nightlight. Hashtag free range games. Please and thank you. I'll submit a support ticket for the lamp. Right, Chris? Wouldn't it be great? I would just love that so much. I would totally buy it. I would totally do some irresponsible spending and buy said lamp. I would totally do that. Oh gosh, okay. Oh! I just came across something that said something. Requires steel hammer. Oh! I've also mislaid my hammer. So we've got to find that. In the chaos leading up to going live, I also mislaid my hammer, which I think I have the Shanor hammer now. Look at all of this iron, that's so cute, but like I need gold. So I need to find my hammer.
I see prey ahead.
Salt, I mean, I grabbed some more granite as well because yet another building material. What I really need is gold. Please. Some gold. I mean, I might not fight for it too much. We may, because if I spend too much time running around not addressing things, we might as well use that time to explore the Dorodelf a little bit, where I'm more confident that we'll find golds. And I did get the materials, and I do have a habit of grabbing materials without you, mining without you guys. It does take some time. It's a little tedious. So, I'm not sure how long I'm gonna fight for this, but you know what I am gonna do? I don't know that the Quarry Master would be right for this. I want to grab some ubasum wood. Ooh, nice. I cut that down fast. I do want to grab some ubasum wood. I am woefully low. And the best area for getting ubasum wood is here in the deeps. We love lamps. I see what you did there. I never saw that movie. Oh, I did see that movie. Wait, is that a Christmas Story, or is that some other movie about a lamp? Speaking of spending, I saw that the Wandering Wizard popped through the server and left some things behind. What does that have to do with spending? Exciting for sure. There was like a little GIF, there was like a little video that implied that this is silver, right? Yeah. That implied that the sealed door in the crossroads, hashtag no spoilers, that mystery may be answered. Based on that GIF, you guys tell me if you interpret it that way or not, which will make me really happy, because all love to the Discord community, but individuals in the Discord community harp on their respective interests and subjects a lot. So, like, I make fun of, you know, people asking for the same thing over and over again, or like bringing up the same thing, kind of like with the goats. The goats is a thing that I kind of openly am like, like I'm not into the goat thing, but everybody talks about it all the time. So there's just things that it's like, I would love to just stop hearing people talk about this, and that sealed door in the crossroads is one of those things where I'm like, please let this be, ouch, please let this be a solution. So these people can like have their answers for the thing that they keep talking about. Did we already come through here? I'm gonna die. I just keep taking damage. Silver, iron, granite, salt. Definitely more likely to find adamant in the Dorodelf. It's as rare in the lower deeps as it is in the mines. That's the thing, is that we had so much in the mines. Like, I had 4 or 5 deposits and like one really big one. So, yeah, it may be a fool's errand, so I'm gonna backtrack. Excuse me, back to the base. I'm gonna grab this blaze shroom. I'm gonna take all this shadow damage because I don't really have a choice. And we won't stress about it too much, but yeah, so we need to backtrack. We need to check out some specific game features and little content pieces that I skipped. We also have an entire base to build in the Dorodelf, and I'm not sure like how intense that's going to be to start out with. And we have new recipes that we need to just like take a look at and see what we need for, figure out how to get those resources as well. So we have a lot to do. The amount in the mine's extremely rare. It really is. It really is. I remember commenting on it the first time we came past. I was like, oh my gosh, gold already? Gold and adamant? What? Okay. I'm gonna use my little brain. We're gonna use this map stone. Let's go back to base. I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm so sorry I let you down. I went and I got all the adamant and the gold by myself. So, like, at least we have it. That's what's really important, because I just, like, here in the deeps, and I went out of my way to get granite before I built this base. I really wanted adamant for the Dorodelph base, because you need it. Because you need the stronger stuff for the tougher areas. So, yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna put some food on the roasting pit. We're gonna take a nap. And then we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going. DLC spending, yeah. It's so funny because I just take it for granted. I'm just like, yep, I'm gonna buy that. Did I just plant cranberries? I didn't want to do that. I'm not that invested in cranberries. Ooh, should we plant anything else? Because we're not gonna be living here much longer, but I also don't know how long it's gonna take me to get my new farming area set up. So let's plant stuff just in case. I can also plant potatoes. I forgot about that. In my exploring, I picked up a whole bunch more potatoes. So check it out. Since we've been here with our little farming plot, which has been very casual about, I've been very casual about farming. We've grown over 100 additional oats and 40 of the aloe blooms. So go us, go us. Alright, let's go eat this food down here. Nom 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 nom. And now here's my conundrum. Do I continue to carry the Quarry Master in case we come across... Because I can't... It's the pick I need if we come across some golden adamant. Because there's a part of me that wants to carry the Zarok torch. So, what does she do? I don't know. It's fine. Alright, let me take a look at my notes. Okay, let's go back to the mines. Let's go look at this chaos real quick. Actually, let me empty my pockets. I think my dump chest. I went ahead and emptied this. Oh, and I need to find my hammer. Wait, first of all, hammers are important. I need to find my hammer. I wonder, when I was sorting my inventory before stream, if I just threw it in a chest. No. By accident. Not in materials, not in here, not in here. It's not in the dump chest. It's not in the food chest. There's an ingot in here, though, which is a little awkward. That's not supposed to be in here. So there could be a hammer in the food chest, honestly. Kathleen, have you started playing? I've only just begun. I'm hoping to play somewhere this weekend. Excellent. Very exciting. I'm so glad you were able to get the game and some DLC from me. That makes me so happy. Genuinely very happy. Okay, my brain. I need to find my hammer. I'm pretty sure it must be at another base camp. Just checking the chests that I've been interacting with. Just make sure my hammer's not hiding in there. Okay, do I want to carry anything? What do we need to repair Durin's lamps? It's true quartz and granite, right? I got a little bit extra granite when I was mining earlier, so I'll grab some of that. I don't know what else I need to carry. We're not really looking for enemies. I am pretty well equipped for the areas we're about to go to, so I'm not worried about combat very much. How do I not have any true quartz? What do you mean? What do you mean? Okay, well, I can grab some very easily while we are here. I could grab natural fiber, but that sounds like a responsible thing to do, so I'm not gonna do that. Okay. So here's actually a quick change of plans. Here's what we're gonna do first. Just roll with it, guys. We're backtracking. We're just gonna hit a bunch of places we've already been to handle some things we haven't handled yet. I'm gonna go back to the Elven Quarter. It is technically before the, mines. So I'm gonna backtrack, hopefully no further back. We don't need to go to Westgate for anything, I'm pretty sure. So I'm gonna backtrack to the Elven Quarter, and we're just gonna grab some of Elbereth's blessing from the statue. That's all we're here for. There's not gonna be any adamant in the Elven Quarter, I'm fairly certain. I'm just gonna come say hello to Elbereth. Take a look, because it's daytime. Take a look at Bridget's bear den. Hey, Bridge, I see you over there. Bridget's chilling. Oscar is up here somewhere. Cool. Alright. That's it. I just want to... We periodically want to come back and collect the goods. What's in here? An old hammer. I don't want this hammer. The first hammer. Oh, so cute. Our first hammer. We'll consider this a little walk down memory lane. Going backtrack a little bit. Okay, collect ore is like ongoing. Okay, Elbereth's blessing, I'm gonna scratch that off the list. Okay, let's go to the mines. Oh yeah, I've gotten more used to my machine and I can tell a difference already. Good! I didn't realize you'd gotten it already, so that's super exciting. I know you were like in process. I'm glad it's an obvious improvement. It's over here. Sorry, I had to remember where I was going. It is over here. Oh, I didn't grab any true quartz either. Wow. Wow. I say it and then I immediately forget. With old age comes a defunct memory. You've had it for a week? Nice. Potatoes. Oh no, parsnips. Absolutely not. Okay, okay, okay. I'm trying to remember where I am. This is the one that loops around. Let's go this way. So we want to find the stairs in the mines, if you guys remember. Oh my gosh, look at me. It's like I can read a map. Don't get used to it. Okay, now which direction in the stairs? That's to Duran's Highway. So is it over here or straight ahead? Straight ahead looks like a dead end. Ooh, it might be over here, actually. Did you say old age? I did. I did. I'm about to be 40, yo. A few months. Just a few months. It's my old age, okay? It's relative. I'm not saying it's old age for everybody. Okay. I don't have true quartz. Alright, I was gonna fix that lamp. That's what I wanted true quartz for. Not an option, because I did not grab any. Alright. Curse so old. You know. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. But, like, it's a steep decline. I feel like when you hit 30, you immediately realize, oh, this isn't where I want to be. Sorry, guys. Back to the stairs. I think once you hit 30, you notice a distinct decline in, like, brain capacity, physical capacity. Not the least reason that I started lifting weights, because I was just like, no, I'm not gonna be physically impaired. And I met Granny Guns on Instagram. I didn't meet her, but I found her. The 70-year-old lady who, she's not jacked, but she's lean and she's muscular. And I'm like, I'm gonna be like Granny Guns when I'm 70. That's the goal, so I gotta start lifting weights. Okay, this is not where I want to be either. Yeah. After falling down the stairs so many times, I already feel that, right? Love Granny Guns. She's my inspiration. I love how she acts all mean and tough, but she's just a grandma. Like, I remember seeing, you guys. Yes! Okay, in the mines. Yet another one. Okay, great. This makes me feel so much better. I felt so guilty that I went and got stuff without you. Okay, so this is adamant, as you guys can see. And then this is gold ore right here. So the quarry master. My pickaxe, which I don't have because I'm carrying the masterwork instead, would not be able to get into this. So without the quarry master, this special pickaxe that's a masterwork, I wouldn't be able to mine this at all yet. So here it goes. It's not as quick and efficient like it is on stone on these stronger materials, but it does work on it, which is the point. So here we are. And I will have to show you something. I'll let him sing. We're in the mines. I'll let him sing. Dedicated to Axe and Cursed.
We shape the halls till evening calls, or over or till day's end. Way, hey, when the tool grows dull, ale in my hand by the hearth. Now dig!
No dig! Somebody tell me why dwarves are Scottish. Does somebody have a lore piece on that for me? It's just like, Vikings are Scottish, which makes no sense. And dwarves are very Nordic, very based on Norse mythology and stuff. So I'm like associating the whole Viking thing with the dwarf thing. And for some reason, like, How to Train Your Dragon, freaking love the franchise. Stoic the Vast, and Gobbert, like, they're all Scottish. I don't understand where the accent comes from. I just need to know. There's probably some very obvious historical connection that I just don't know anything about. But anyways, there we go, guys. Adamant and gold. And then when I actually grabbed the adamant and gold for the very first time, while I was playing on my own, I unlocked this recipe for a grand hearth and get excited because I'm gonna build this as soon as I can. 35 ironwood, that's so much. Okay, but harvesting or gathering adamant for the first time unlocks the grand hearth. So it is the biggest variation of the hearth that we have. And it's going to cast the largest grid. So when you actually get into some serious building in this game, it's going to be grand hearths all day for you. And then, not that I'm pointing out the DLC stuff all that much, because I'm not playing with any DLC items. This is just a standard playthrough for the game as is. The Lodge Hearth is equal to, but it's a DLC item. It's equal to the Grand Hearth, but we also have a fun DLC variation of that. But we won't harp on that, because if you don't have the DLC, that's not going to be in your game. So I'm not going to spend any time assuming that everybody has all the DLC. I wish the DLC for everyone, but not everybody's going to have it. Yeah, falling down the stairs, right? 30s is a decade. 30s is the decade most realized. Wow, I didn't know anything in my 20s, and every bad decision starts to catch up. Yeah. Cal, do me a favor and avoid profanities in my chat. It's kind of a family-friendly channel. I'm not offended by any means, but just in the future. And the only reason I actually say that is because other chatters have asked if they can swear in the chat, and I was like, let's not. So I just want to be fair. So no problem whatsoever. Just a little bug in your ear. It's slow because it's two-handed, but it does 20 more damage than your other pickaxe, and mine's a bigger cone. Yeah, absolutely. So the Quarrymaster is definitely like better overall. But it's crazy how much more effective it is on the weaker, earlier materials, because you'll just blow through like a tower of stone or rock, like, without even trying. Okay. I am looking for something. And I swear I know where it is. It's where the ranger camp. It's where we found the ranger camp. Did I mark the ranger camp on my map? Did I, and do I still have it? No, that's the thing. Camp. What's the difference? Wait, why do I have two? This is base. Is this? I don't know. Okay, ranger camp. I think I took it off once we got to it. Okay, but I know that it took us forever to find the ranger camp, and we had to go through. Do we have to go down the stairs, maybe? I did mark it, but I think I took it off. I think I did. I love the Lodge Hearth so much. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful piece. Oh, you unmarked it. That's exactly... Okay, sorry. I didn't read that right. Classic me. No, you unmarked it. Have you been locating all the signs of the Fellowship? You know what's funny? I've only found one so far, and it's the one at the bridge of Khazad-dûm. And I realized that I fairly charged my way up the eastern stairs, and there's typically one there, so I might go back and try to find it. The one that's typically on the stairs. I never saw the one in the west gate. When we, like, our first episode, we can all go back and watch. Please don't, because my audio was so messed up for that. But, in the west gate, I didn't see the one in the west gate. So the only one we've actually encountered, and like I've pointed out, is the one at the bridge. But I think I just passed the one that was on the stairs. And I never saw the one in the west gate. Thank you for reminding me on the cussing, no worries. Which is why I've been using like effing and F it, and sometimes I just mute myself. I'll be, what the? And like I won't actually say it, but you can clearly tell that I've censored myself. Yeah. It's one of those weird things where it's like, I cuss in my daily life, like I'm not offended by it, and I know that Curse is giggling because we call it cussing. The Australians think we're so funny for calling it that. But yeah, we're kind of generally family friendly, and I'm kind of trying to make sure everyone is, like, as many people can be comfortable in the chat as possible. So, like, it's not as strong, like, I don't feel super strongly about it. I do use profanity in my daily life. I am not pure of mouth, but I figure for the stream, it's just better. It's just better to make it comfy for as many people as possible. Where's the ranger camp? We didn't go around the corner where the Westgate one is? Is that what it was? Did we go, I think you're right. I think we went straight and then to the far chamber of that hallway. I mean, we can always go back and check. If you repaired the hearth at the ranger camp, the hearth marker will show up in your map. Yeah, I decidedly never repair the hearths because I don't want the other icon on my map because it confuses me. Because my little brain just can't tell the difference between a ranger camp hearth and my actual base camp hearth. So I did not repair the hearth at the ranger camp. Chris says, yep. Kathleen says, I love that. Sorry, I could be family friendly with commentary. Yeah, appreciated. No stress. No bad feelings required. Yeah. I censor myself, so if we could all just behave ourselves a little bit. It's appreciated. No big deal, though. Ara, welcome in! Ara appreciates a profanity-free stream. Absolutely. I want Ara. Ara's like a long-standing, also previous member of the channel. Ara gets special placement, special consideration. Also down with DST, I'm sorry. I think ours is like November 1st. So it's coming for us too, and I feel like our time zones, like the gap increases with daylight savings time. Welcome in, Ara. I did start a new island. Nice. Very nice. Okay, I'm running around in circles. Back to the stairs. Okay, here's the thing. When I was playing before stream, I did not go downstairs. And I found what I was looking for. So it's not downstairs, it's on this level, but I've gotta find the correct offshoot from the stairs, because there's what, like 4 passageways? Okay, so this is the one that I came from. This has always been the one from base camp. So, to the left, straight ahead, and to the right. Which one of these? This goes to Duran's Highway, but then there's also that open area, that box. If you guys can see it on the map, sorry. So, this right here. I'm like, is this the room I'm looking for? Yeah, you guys will be going back in time. Yes, fall back is the term, fall back. So in fall, we lose an hour. In spring, we spring forward an hour. Yep. There is I'm going to take my time axe and I'm going to read the chat comments. You guys put up with me really good last stream, just misreading everybody's comments. So SOTF. There is a SOT, I don't know what that's supposed to mean. In the lower deeps, it's always the hardest to find because it's so tiny. SOTF. I'm so sorry, I don't... Acronyms are things... Do you guys remember the acronym? I used to play the acronym game on my old stream because I don't know what anything is. People used to throw acronyms. It was like a fun little test. Do you guys remember that? Sign of the Fellowship. Thank you. There's a Sign of the Fellowship in the lower deeps. It's always the hardest to find because it's so tiny. Okay, let me think. You know the one that I always pass up? And hashtag no spoilers. Is the... Okay, so I'm in the corner. Hold on. I'm in the corner of the place. Is the one along the crossroads. If you know what I'm talking about. So not at the entrance. But... Or not the crossroads, Duran's Highway. There's a structure. And there's a sign in the structure. Which, when we get there, I want to talk about it. Because I'm a little confused. I am headed towards the, the little hearth icon. Okay. Parsnips. So that's the river. What in the what? Sorry this is taking so long. I'm glad I replanted my plants. I was like, duh. Okay, so let's continue back to the stairs. So no, we're gonna keep going straight. And then one of them's like a little loop-de-loop, right? So that's what's making this so... Okay, let me go see what this is. I'm assuming that it is the river, but I think I'm wrong. Okay, this is going backwards. This is where I was, you guys. I quit. Hashtag rage quit. I'm lost. Acronyms. Yeah, do you guys remember? Laughy face. Ooh, what was the one? After Frank's Kids? Do you guys remember After Frank's Kids? Oh, do you guys remember Frank? I should bring Frank back. He's still applicable. I'm deadlifting all the time. That's something good, not to be gross and cringy, but I have accomplished a 200-pound deadlift. So I can deadlift 200 pounds now, because I'm so big and strong. Hold on. You guys know, what have I done? LIRC, Daylight Savings Time. Yes, DST, right. Oh my gosh, you guys are killing me. It's kind of like numbers. I look at letters that aren't words and it just throws me for a loop. ATM, automatic not transaction machine. Automatic LMK. Yuck. that's what IKKYKY. Yuck. NMS is my favorite acronym currently. I have no idea. The equivalent of standard versus metric measurement, but in time. Why can't everyone use UTC time standard? That would actually make everybody's life easier. There's several states that have done away with daylight savings time, and I wish my state was one of them. Okay. Where was I? Hold on, let me look. We're not gonna find this thing. I don't even like this thing. I don't even like this feature. I want nothing to do with it, but I feel like I have to show you guys because it's part of the game. Alright, back to the stairs we go. We'll try a different offshoot. You guys are killing me. Oh, After Frank's Kids. Yes, we need Frank. Also, I need to visit your warehouse for Drake bones. Oh, sure. I got you. I can get you after stream. So freaking strong. That's awesome. Thanks. I'm such a gym bro. I drink a lot of protein shakes. Curse, let me know if you need the warehouse and I can bring it up to you. Yeah, you guys might actually, since it's Saturday for both of you might be able to do that like right now. But I can get you after stream if you need it. It did an auto uppercase eye on me, stupid auto carrot. I'll defs at some point. Okay, you guys handle it. Well, I try to handle my situation. Where am I? What am I doing? Yeah, I got nothing. IMO. Imaginary.
What's that?
Imaginary. Ooh, I almost said an offensive word.
Get him.
Micro.
Perfect.
Organ.
That's one more for me.
Imaginary micro organ. That's all I got for you. After Frank's Kids, because it'd be so funny because people would be like, oh, I'm AFK. I'm like, you're after Frank's Kids? Why are we after Frank's Kids? Oh my god. I'm building in my mine base currently. Nice. Hi, 200 pounds. You're a new weightlifter nicknamed Natalie. Captain, welcome back. Nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Instant music online. No, it's definitely imaginary micro organ. Definitely. This is not, I don't think the river holds the answers. In my opinion, instant music online. No, 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 no. Imaginary micro-organ. The RTM warehouse, you know there's dedicated servers for that, restock every 2 hours. They, yeah, they did Nightcrawler switched hosts server, or like hosts or whatever. So the public servers are back online. Sorry if I didn't share that officially. It was in the Discord. Power lifter. Is that actually a power lift? So, okay, so like, I lift weights. I do barbell lifts. My overhead press is 90 pounds. My bench press is 121. My deadlift is 200. My squat is, we're not gonna talk about my squat because it's shameful, but it's because I have physical limitations to doing the barbell squat. I actually need a kabuki bar to do squats properly, so it's not very good right now, but consistent. So, new weightlifter nickname, Natalie. So are you giving me a nickname, or is that a reference to an actual powerlifter? In my opinion. They're back. Yes, yes, I'm so sorry. I failed to tell you guys. Yeah, Nightcrawler just switched servers, so.
Quiet. I see prey ahead.
So we now, yeah. Which means I have a video to make. Oh. Deep sigh. Deep sigh. I have a video to make. I was not upset. Like, sad for the public servers to go down, definitely. And I downloaded and did the file save for myself for the armory. So glad that they're back up for the public, so glad. But like, I was kind of okay with not having to do that video. I was kind of okay with it. I was like, oh, well, I don't have to worry about this anymore. Because it seemed weird to advertise anything that wasn't public. Like, the variation of it that I could do didn't make sense in my brain. But yeah, so I gotta get back on that. And then I need to make a Halloween playlist for you guys. Because I know you're just waiting for it. Okay, we've done this one. I'm not going back there again. We just went here, and this is a dead end. It's not the dead end that I need. I swear on the precious that I did not go down the stairs. And I found the ranger camp. I did. It's in, we need to find the room with all the towers, like all the pillars of ore. It's got like 2 levels and there's these huge pillars in there. The ranger camp is through that room. I've got to find it. Anatoly? What did I say? Anatoly? Totally, not to. Did I? Wait. That's what I said. What do you mean? Oh, we're back at the river. I don't think it's off of... Because this... It's not off of the river. It's not. But this is the only other... I didn't go down the stairs. And it's not... Oh my god. And it's not on the other side. You know, like where the orc town was? It's not on that side of the mines. It's on this side. And it's off of the stairs. Remember how long it took us to find the ranger camp? Like, this is not... I'm not making it up. Like, it's on this side. It's through the room with the pillars. We found the room with the pillars off of the stairs. Not down the stairs. The troll cave is downstairs. And I did not go down there when I found it. And I don't have enough stamina and it's driving me crazy. I've never hosted a world in Return to Moria. I've only played offline solo, but I'd be willing to try hosting a session online if you want to visit my mega build at the end of your stream. Cal, that's an excellent offer. I'm a lone player, officially as a streamer. So, oh, hey! Is this Charles? Charles II. Hey, buddy. You want to cuddle? No? No? Oh, yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. He wants to cuddle. Charles! Charles! Just walking around in the mines, as he does. Good old Charles. Not Charles the Third. No, Charles the Second is going strong. Okay, this is like the 18th time we've come to this room. I'm so over this. I'm so over this. Jump in and take a dip? Absolutely not. That was an accident. Vladimir, hold on. You can find him on, I'm not going to pronounce that. You can find him on YouTube, just write, Anatoly makes pranks in the gym. He's an elite powerlifter with impressive personal records in the deadlift 300. Nice. Yeah, the only powerlifter I'm familiar with is Bjornsson, right? Thor Bjornsson, also known as the Mountain from Game of Thrones. Didn't he just break his own record again for deadlift? And he did like 1,100 and plus. Like, he's over 1,000 pounds of deadlift. That dude is insane. But yeah, that being said, I lift for my health. I lift to be strong and capable and to age with a good quality of life. I'm not actually like, oh god! Hi, Charles. Bye, Charles. Okay, I might give up on this one. We're wasting a lot of time, but I am having fun talking to you guys in live chat. This is a problem. Okay, I haven't gone down here. I was like, this is Durin's Highway. I'm not gonna... So let's just... do it. Should I go down the stairs? But yeah, that being said, I'm not super aware. I don't follow lifting. I do follow a couple of YouTubers that are generally respected as fitness, sports and fitness and nutrition people. I've learned a lot from Lane Norton and Mike Israetel and Andrew Huberman and the guy who's the guy who was on Huberman. So yeah, love them or hate them, influencers are all very controversial, but I take what is useful to me and I leave what I don't like behind, and I still respect them for what they've provided. So I've learned a lot about building muscle and nutrition and all that good stuff, but yeah, I don't actually follow any lifters. Powerlifting is dope though. Powerlifting is dope. I love strength training. I mean, I hate it, but I love it. Alright, you guys. Alright, you guys. Do I go down the stairs? Is that the last hurrah to try to find? I didn't go down the stairs, I'm telling you. But I've been in every entrance / exit, and I cannot find... Charles! Go somewhere else. Go somewhere else. Hold on. Have I suggested locking your minimap to north? You have, and I completely disregarded it. Because I'm used to it rotating. Although I hear what you're saying. This is not a typical situation for me, okay? Usually I can find stuff really easily. Okay, we're done with this. So what I was gonna do was show you, watch us come across it accidentally at some point. I just need to get to a map stone now, I'm over it. There are, actually, you'll have to remind me of what they're called. You guys talk about them in the Discord all the time. To me, they're just mazes. But they're referenced as like ancient tombs or something. We'll follow Charles out of here. You guys call them something that I don't know where you get that title from because I've never seen it on the screen anywhere. But it's basically a maze, and I hate them because I hate mazes, and it's like, why would you do this to me? Don't go this way. That's not home. It's a maze, and you can go in there, and sometimes the Muznakan chests are in there. Ours was not, thank goodness. But I also found out via the Discord, which anyone who's not a part of the Return to Moria Discord, please click the link in my description and join up, because you'll find much better, clear, concise, accurate information in the Discord than here on my channel. I do my best, but I'm not an expert. So it's a maze, and there is allegedly a treasure room on the bottom level, I believe. The bottom level. The super bottom level. I believe. So, I was going to show you guys that. And then I was going to try to find the treasure room. But you know what? We're going to scrap it. We have too much else to do. And there's a little bit of a trick. I've been able to navigate them because I just try to get through them. Sometimes there's an opening. Sometimes you have to go through the maze. So that's also a reason why I should show it to you guys. Sometimes you have to go through it to access another area, another room or a chamber or something. So, sorry, Maybe if I accidentally find it off stream, I'll mark it and we'll try again. But yeah, so we're not gonna do that. I'm over. I've been looking forever. Okay. So next up, I'm gonna go back to the Belagost Forge, which is where we made our armor. It's at the very end of the lower deeps. It's Mapstone 1. We're gonna go there for reasons. An accident. Glad to know Charlie the second is kicking around. Yeah, Charles is still with us, so I think that's Charles the second. Crypts. First age tombs don't spawn in the mines. It's literally where the ranger camp is, I promise. The mazes, yeah. Hold on. Sorry. My PC might blow up trying to host another game. Oh gosh. Sorry, I'm reading chat. I'm catching up with you guys. Every exercise are great when you're doing them correctly. Yes. Yes, just keep left. Okay, whatever. Alright, we're just here to get this mapstone. Sorry. We don't need it anymore. I kept it when we were making our way forward because it was the closest, or the furthest, I should say, mapstone that we had access to, so I wanted to be able to keep going here in the area, but I just need to break that down because we don't need it anymore.
Eyes up! Monsters in the air!
I mean, it's not that serious. And then we're gonna go ahead and traverse our way back to the upper armories. Through the Tomb of the Kings, of course. The missing Gobo. I'm gonna get Aww, damage. Damage. So something I did do, and I'm proud of myself for doing, because I completely neglected a couple of other things that we'll get to. Here in the Tomb of the Kings, I did do Durin's Muslicon chest. So we did that, and I think that's the only thing of significance, other than just how beautiful this area is, that we needed to take care of here, so we're gonna blow past this. By the way, did you read the Tolkien book, The Silmarillion? I did. I did, and I continue to try to reread it. I've read the entire thing at least once. And I reference it a lot, but, like, man, is it a challenge. Yeah. I've never heard or seen a first age tomb in the mines. The lower deeps is the earliest. In my experience. In your experience. There's definitely one in the mines. I'm probably wrong. The more sure I am about something, the more wrong I usually am about it, but I'll have to find it and share it with you somehow if I can. Because, yeah, it's literally where the ranger camp is. There's an opening directly to... Alright, I didn't want to bust out a torch because I don't want the moths to come flying around. But for those of you who were not in last stream and are not familiar... Oh, here we go. This is the Eastern Stair. This is the sign of the Fellowship that I assumed I blew past. I absolutely did. If you're a fan of the films, although this is fairly accurate to the book description as well, if you're familiar with the films, this is obviously Gandalf's hat. I have found a wizard's hat. It must be Gandalf's. Likely it had fallen all the way down the Black Abyss during his battle with Durin's Bane, also known as the Balrog. How lucky it was that the wizard faced the Balrog, not I. We're practicing gratitude today. Thank goodness it was Gandalf and not me. You're gonna have a moment of gratitude for that. I always read IME as input method editor. My god. Then I would love for you to send me your seed number so I can check that out at your convenience, please. Yeah, definitely. Let me confirm it first, like I said. The more sure I am, the more wrong I'm likely to be. But yeah, let me confirm it and then I'll send you the seed for sure. For sure. I want to win. I want to win against Axe. Axe is always in here dropping the knowledge and correcting me. I would like to be right for once. I would enjoy that. But yeah, I did read the Silmarillion. It's a lot, but it's fascinating. And that's why when I picked up Return to Moria, I was way more ignorant about Dwarven history, because so much of the... at least that I'd experienced. So, like, I've read the Silmarillion, obviously The Hobbit, the prequel to the trilogy, and The Children of Hurin, and a bit of the Unfinished Tales. What else had I read? So I'd read a couple of historical companion books to the series, is what we'll call them. And, ooh, I should have done a thing before we came up here. But because that was... Hello, Bat. My exposure was more to Elven history, because elves are just the superior race. I mean, they're the firstborn of Iluvatar, they're kind of what everything is about, in a sense. Love that Tolkien had the vision for additional races and to make them significant in other ways. So that's super cool, but like the elves are just top tier, basically. So everything is about the history of the elves, so I was much more familiar with that. So when I picked up RTM, I wasn't as well-versed in Dwarven history, and so I watched a Nerd of the Rings video on repeat. Well, I listened to it on repeat. And the link is in the description if you guys want to check it out. And that's where I learned more details about my Dwarven lore, and especially helps me put major events in chronological order in my brain. So, yeah. Side note, you guys, this is a drake nest. When we came to this area, there was an ice drake here. If you remember, it was very funny, because he kept, running away from us, going up the stairs. But there are no eggs in this nest. We will come across drake nests that have eggs in them, and I'm fairly certain they function just like the spider nests or the orc outposts. You want to destroy those eggs, and that way the drake won't respawn in the area, unless you want to keep farming the drake for materials, in which case you want to leave the eggs intact so the drake respawns. But this one is not an option for us either way. Also, this is another one of those examples in-game of something you cannot destroy or clear out. So that worldwide outcry that we talked about last stream, of players begging the development team to give us the means to clean up a little bit more. The drake nests are definitely something that gets mentioned in that context, because you can't do anything about this, and it's very sad, because it's like, I don't want this in here anymore. Okay, so the reason we're coming back through here is because there is an Ockford chest. So this is an outpost of Balin. We talked about it last stream. And what I should have done before we came here was make this darn key. So at least I'll draw attention to it now. We'll continue our progression of things that were missed, and then we can pop back here really quickly and open this chest. Now, here's a spoiler alert for this one too. I was talking about this a few streams ago when we actually found a Durin's axe fragment in the Troll Cave in the lower deeps, which is where we came from, right? Remember how I was saying the Ockford chests are what mark the axe fragment's location on your map? This chest is up here in the upper armories, on the other side of the lower deeps, at the top of the easterns. It's not close, but this is the chest that will mark the Durin's axe fragment that we found in the Troll Cave in the lower deeps. So that's a little bit wonky to me. It's weird that there's no way you're gonna come to this chest before you explore the lower deeps and end up finding that fragment. Now, fortunately, it's fairly obvious fragment. It's not really tucked away or hidden too well, but that's a fun little thing. So there's gonna be some fun stuff in here, as there always are. Recipes, maybe a couple of materials. But most of all, these Ockford chests are for marking the Durin's axe fragment's location on your map. So this isn't like a huge urgency on this one. We don't need the information that it's going to give us necessarily, but I do like to unlock them. It kind of feels like something you're supposed to do, is get all those chests unlocked and get all that information. And then for your playthrough, because I'm playing this through for people who aren't as familiar with the game, that's just good information to have. A lot of us experienced players kind of already know by heart where all the fragments are. So it's easy for us to bypass that information as well. So I blew right past that chest. And I came over here. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go make that key. Because why not? Because we have a map stone right here. It's super close. Let's go make this key. Assuming I have the materials for it. Assuming. Okay, hold on. Let me settle down. Let me catch up with Chud. I would love for you to send me your seed number so I can check that out at some point. Right. I'm rereading the Silmarillion almost after 12 years. Best of luck to you. It's a tough read. If you don't want to take the time to verify, no worries. It won't take me more than an hour, and I really enjoy seed scouting. Okay, I'll just send you the seed then. Sorry, the Noldor are the superior race. The Sindarin are just casual elves. Kidding, I just love Noldor more than the Sindarin. Scrambled eggs. Did you eat the drake eggs? No more drake spawns for you. There were no eggs in that one. I promise it wasn't me. There were no eggs in there to begin with. Okay, I'm gonna cook food. I'm gonna take a nap real quick because he just got a tired status. Yeah, well the Noldor are the High Elves, so of course you're gonna like them more. And then the Sindarin, Marcus was gonna make, my husband, he was gonna make a infographic that showed the journey of the elves from Middle-earth to Valinor, is that correct? And like how all the different segments broke off and went to different places so that you could actually track like how the elves were divided over the course of the journey and like how those became the established kingdoms and different tribes, if you will, of the elves. And I'm like so sad he hasn't done that because that would be so useful to me. I'm pretty sure it probably exists somewhere, but I would like my husband's version best. So I really need him to do that. Can you eat the drake eggs? Absolutely not. What? Letting your dwarf rest? Who are you and where's Faith? Oh god. He was tired. He was tired. I have him running around. Okay, we're gonna make these keys. Let's see what we need for them. I still haven't found my hammer. That was Oin's key? A Shanor ingot? Okay, here we go. We also need Balin's key, and I need Khazad steel for that. That's so annoying. Okay, so we can't make that yet. And we're gonna talk about Khazad steel. Gosh darn it. We're already over an hour. I can't believe I spent that much time running around the mines trying to find something that didn't want to be found. But here we are. We still have a base to build. Okay, so back to... Okay. Here's what I don't get. Locations. Locations? Locations. I'm now in the book at the place where the first humans appeared. Nice. Jerk? Jerk? Stop it. Stop it. Go away. Bats are such jerks. Okay, here's what I don't get. Downstairs, at the entrance, at the top of the eastern stairs, where we just were with the drake nest. Down there. Right down there. The title flashes on the screen. Upper Armories of the Third Deep. There are no armories down there. There's just a camp of Balin, an outpost of Balin, which we're going to go down to in a second. This appears very clearly an armory with weapon racks and armor stands. But when we come up here, the mapstone says Eastern Bastion. And then, when I went up these stairs, I literally walked into this chamber at the base of these stairs, and Eastern Bastion popped across my screen. Okay, so is this whole area, including the armories, considered the Eastern Bastion? And if it is, why isn't that the first thing that pops up when you get to the area? I just can't keep track of things. Let's see what the map says. So we're in the Dwaro Delve, according to the map. And then nothing else is labeled. So Eastern Bastion and Upper City are exactly the same color. Super fun. So let me think. So I'm down here. I'm right here next to this mapstone. So this right here, this little piece, I guess is the Eastern Bastion, and that just includes the armories. I'm so confused. And then is this... Hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on. Oh, not even close. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna pay attention to the map when we go back up. Because I think I'm misunderstanding the spaces. The distances and the spaces. Alright. We need to go down here and unlock this chest, so I'm just gonna take a few risks. Not that big of a risk. I can't keep track. It's so confusing. And I guess it would be hard, you know, if I was making this game to like clearly label everything, especially if there's an area inside of another area.
Oh no! A piece of Durin's axe might be in a troll cave in the lower deeps.
Guys, we got that one already, so no stress. Ooh, a black diamond. Yes. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Oh, and I can take the stuff out of here now too, because my pockets are full. There we go. Okay, so we blew past that Ockford chest. I think I did point it out, but then we blew past it. So let's head back up. Oh, gosh. Darn. No, you can't make an omelet. You can't make a drake omelet. You can break them, and that will stop drakes from spawning. Sometimes spiders and orcs travel through that room and fight the drakes. The eggs may have been destroyed that way. Oh. Good insight. Could we do like a dev request to be able to do that? Kathleen. Of all the requests they get, I don't know if drake egg omelets are gonna take priority. Upper Armories is a more exciting name with richer history to splash the screen with. Okay. And Eastern Bastion is easier to put in text in other areas of the game. I just am a simple girl with a small brain, and I don't understand. Because what would make sense to me is you get to the top of the stairs, and then it says Eastern Bastion, because that's the area that you've come into. And then when you get to this level, it would say Upper Armories of the 3rd D. It's like the titles are just in the wrong place, is really what it is, I think, that's throwing me off. Okay, let's keep going. I'm gonna pay attention to my map because I want to know where the end of the Eastern Bastion actually is. I'm also a little bit confused about the Chamber of Marzarbul. Is that just the room of Balin's outposts? Or is that the entire structure? Like with all the hallways, and then there's another room in there that has like books and stuff in it. So is that also considered the Chamber of Marzarbul? Why are there always bats up here? They totally ruined the dragon cutscene, which, by the way, friendly reminder, we discovered last stream that there's a dragon in Moria, which is so funny because Aldrich was like losing his mind over it. And it's like, dude, the arch enemy of the dwarves are effing dragons. Like, it shouldn't be that shocking. I think the shock comes from the fact that the belief exists that there are no more dragons. I think that's maybe where the shock in all comes from. Because it's like, you guys had, was it Glaudrim? Was that his name? Or Glaudrum? Early on, which the Belagos dwarves, which apparently built and established the lower deeps areas that we just came out of, the Belagos dwarves, fought Glaudrim, as well as other drakes and other dragons on the battlefield. And, yeah, so it's just, and then, you know, Smaug and the Lonely Mountain, that's part of their history. Like, dwarves are fighting dragons all the time, so it's like, wait. And then dragons love treasure, and dwarves love treasure. So it just makes sense that dragons are drawn to dwarven settlements, but I think it might just be the fact that there's not supposed to be any more dragons. Okay, let me backtrack real quick. I talk too much. Hold on. Okay, so the Bridge of Khazad-dûm, which in my opinion should be a lot longer. Although maybe in the films they exaggerated it, because it is supposed to be just like 50 feet or something across. I don't know if it's 50 feet wide or 50 feet deep or what it is, but anyways. This is the Bridge of Khazad-dûm. The dragon cutscene, she flew out of this waterfall over here, and she busted the bridge, so we're gonna have to rebuild this at some point. Even if we could rebuild it right now, we can't get past this cursed rune on this entrance over here. But that is our location, so technically we are still in the Eastern Bastion. We're only like halfway up. So we're still in the Eastern Bastion. This is a fellowship, a sign of the fellowship. It references Gandalf and fighting the Balrog. Because, yeah, like, remember the scene in the film, which again, they probably exaggerated the length of, like, a Balrog and Gandalf would not be able to stand on this, have enough clearance. Also, the bridge should be broken already. Because Gandalf defeated the Balrog by breaking the bridge, but, ooh, is that book accurate? Or is that the film's adaptation of the events? Ooh, is that book accurate? Did he stop the Balrog? Because he said you shall not pass in the book. But he said it a little bit different. So I have questions. I gotta go confirm. Confirm. The bridge should have already been broken, but the dragon that's here broke this in her cutscene, her, like, reveal cutscene. But anyways, this is the location we're in. We're in the Eastern Bastion overall. This is the Bridge of Khazad-dûm. And I ran right into this little door over here because I wanted to progress and move forward. So what I didn't do was run down here. I skipped this entirely, so I'm going to show you guys what this is. So if you run all the way down, you will see an entrance on this side. And obviously some orcs have built a little bit of a cozy camp in here, but what's more important is that there is a ranger camp down here. So we definitely want to unlock this. Now, let's find some pages. We've got one here. Oh, we've got some scales. Scales and a chest. That's new, I feel like. How many pages do I need? How do I have 2 already for the bridge ranger camp? Anyway, we're gonna look around the room a little bit. This one is usually a little generous and will kind of give you some pages close by. So let's look around a little bit. Watch this playthrough there not be any in the room at all. What's in this chest? Oh, look, another ranger page. Great. And I only needed 2. Are there any more lying around? Just out of curiosity. I don't see anything glowing. But yeah, there is a ranger camp down here. So you're gonna miss out on some ale recipes if you don't come get this. Oh wait, I can't count because numbers are my weakness. So I need one more. I need one more page. Where is it? Maybe it's up above, because actually, go back over here, and we go above. There is a big opening. It's almost like an elevator shaft, and we're actually going to be able to access some upper levels here. Not to blind you guys. I wonder if the other pages are up there. I don't see any down here. So yeah, so important game content, another ranger camp right here. Oh, there's a chest. Is it in here, please? Yes! Okay, cool. Cool. So yeah, this one's pretty generous. It just puts pages around itself for you. OMG. So yeah. I bypassed it. I'm just being honest. Ooh, the Ironheart Stout. That's a good one, too. I have not yet spent 2 nights under this mountain, but already I sense the despair of the place, the sorrow and the loss. Orcs are relentless. I will have need of a defensive brew to fight them. Thorongil? Thorongil? Is that a known ranger, or is that like a different name for Aragorn? Okay. So that is complete. Blew past it. I was too excited to get to the Dwardelf, and I did not acknowledge, but there is a ranger camp here. Alright, moving forward. And catching up with chat. Sorry. Sorry, I'm real bad at chat. That will be great with those maps from your husband. By the way, on the YouTube is Guy Nerd of the Rings. He is like walking encyclopedia. Yeah, absolutely. So that's what I was referencing when we were talking about the Silmarillion before. Spidey's down here. Nerd of the Rings is the Dwarven History compilation video that I have linked in my description. And that's where I got my Dwarven History facts from. So yeah, highly recommend Nerd of the Rings. They seem to be a pretty trusted source, pretty trusted in interpretation of the source material and all of that. And then again, that video was great because it reminded me of some characters. Like, I had forgotten about Mim and the Petty Dwarves, even though I had read Children of Hurin. So when the segment about the Petty Dwarves started in that compilation video, I was like, wait, I know about these things. So it was a good, like, refresher course on that and a couple of other things. But it really helped me put all the dwarves where they belonged as far as where they were from in different settlements. And then obviously... Oh. Do you guys hear the rumbling? Kind of sounds like a growl. Maybe a dragon. So here's the upper part. The ranger camp is right down there. So that's what I was pointing out. I thought maybe there'd be a page up here and we would have to take it back down. So yeah, Nerd of the Rings. Absolutely. Agree. Great resource for information. Dwarves aren't immune to dragon fear, are they? I don't think so, but the Belagos dwarves were particularly effective against dragons in open battles, so they were kind of undaunted. And also, I should say, this is the Belagos helmet, which I guess if I just get a little bit closer to this light, you can see better. This is a Belagos helmet, and specifically the helmets that they wore presented them... What were they called, Axe? Oh gosh, the Thorogodrim. I'm pretty sure I have it. I have it in an appendices somewhere. But the Belagos dwarves were specifically fearsome. You can maybe think of them as berserkers a little bit if you're more familiar with that term. And they fought against dragons. And, ooh, what's his name? Azagal? Azagal was the leader of the Belagos dwarves at the time, and he dealt a massive blow to Glaudrung, or Glaudrim, I can't remember the name of the dragon. One of the legendary dragons of old. Didn't kill, but wounded the dragon greatly. And I believe it's that wound that Turin Turambar was then able to take advantage of when he did actually kill that dragon. So yeah, the Belagos dwarves, don't mess with these guys. Also, I'm pretty sure they're the ones who built the new gates for Minas Tirith in the Fourth Age. So after Aragorn takes the throne, returns to Gondor, Return of the King, all that good stuff, all the damage that was done to Minas Tirith during the battle, I believe it was the Belagos dwarves that helped to restore it. It could also have been Nogrod dwarves. We haven't talked about the Nogrod dwarves yet, but both of those clans are from the Blue Mountains. My brain, hold on. What am I looking for? I'm looking for information on... Whoops. So I probably want the appendices. Belagos Dwarfcraft. Refugees from the Blue Mountains. Yes. Okay. Dwarven history. Ooh, this sounds promising. This is some DLC stuff. The Journey of the Belagos. Thangorodrim. The Thangorodrim is what they were referred to. The Belagos dwarves that fought the dragons. And they wore crazy helmets like this that made them terrifying to look upon and very intimidating. So, lots and lots of cool, accurate lore references in this game for sure. So they're not immune to dragon fear, but the Belagos dwarves were handling it. They were handling it. Okay. The upper armories is just the area from the Drake room to the room at the top of the stairs. Right, well, I mean, the actual weapons racks and all that good stuff, like, that's upstairs. So the actual armories, I get what you're saying. I guess I'm just being persnickety. Or nitpicky? Do those mean the same thing? You can get close enough to the bridge to see that it's broke and decked over by orc architecture. She breaks the orc junk. Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess I never got close enough to the bridge because I got distracted by the giant purple dragon flying out of the waterfall. As you guys are noticing, I am picking up some more Ranger Journal pages. Let me look at these. Found in the Bastion. Okay, so these are the ones I believe that we needed and already have and already unlocked in the Bastion. Alright, carrying on. We are still, by the way, in the Eastern Bastion going through these passages. I am picking up all the bat poo because we are going to expand our farming words. We're going to expand our farming in the new base. I don't know what the word is I'm looking for. Usually I have an inkling of the word I'm looking for, but this time I didn't. I really didn't. You don't mean you were excited to see all the oats to enable you to brew more ale? No, because, yeah, I don't get as excited as you do. Those things are in her oats. I think the films are in many things totally wrong. The best way is to read the books first, like it is with The Witcher. I never read or watched The Witcher. Yeah, there's a couple of things that the movies did. Okay, so... Oh, no. There's a couple of things the movies did that I didn't love. Liberties that were taken. But... overall, I am very fond of the films. And I think they made a cinematic masterpiece that will basically live forever and have significance forever. But yeah, I get what you're saying. It's very cool. I have like a weird relationship with like the books versus movies thing because like Harry Potter is a good example. Of course I saw the films first, but I was forced. I had a friend that was just like, you have to watch, and I was like, I don't care about this. Like, this is not my thing. Oh, he's looking at it. Sorry. Activated. I was just trying to pick up the stone. Clean up Balin's tomb a little bit. Good old Balin. But yeah, one of them was the changes they made to the character of Faramir. Boromir's brother, Denethor's other son. Stop looking at it and just pick up the stone, dude. It made me really sad the changes they made to his character because he was very, very cool in the books. He was a little bit too good, and I guess they thought that was boring. And then I also wonder if there was some motivation for making Aragorn the best man, for lack of a better term, so Faramir couldn't also be really great because they needed Aragorn to be kind of top tier. But yeah, and they do reference those changes that they made, absolutely. They referenced both Philippa Boyens, Peter Jackson, and oh shoot, I know the actor's name and I feel really bad that I can't think of it right now, who played Faramir. But David? Ooh. Anyways, they talked about it in the special features, which I've watched many times on the extended edition of the films. Talked about those changes, why they made them, and all of that good stuff. Okay, so here's what I want to point out really quickly. But I will say that of the changes made in the films, I was very sad what they ended up doing with Faramir, even though in the end, he ended up being legit, you know, in the end. But this passage right here, as you can see on the map, I'm gonna stand right in the middle of it. Boop. For some reason, this is important to me, so I'm pretending like it's important to you. It probably isn't. But this connection piece right here, we are leaving the Bastion and coming into the upper city when we enter Balin's tomb. So, there you go. Information you didn't want or need, but there you go. Dragon growling in the background. Okay. Okay, here we go. So I've already touched this chest. We already have the recipe for Balin's key. This is another Ockford chest. We need to open this, but I need Khazad steel to make the key, so we can't do that yet. But, like, I found the 2 books about the Khazad stone and Durin the Sixth's last stand against the Balrog in this room. So, like, is this the Chamber of Marzarbul, this one room? Or is this whole structure of white stone the Chamber of Marzarbul? Because there's also this room back here where there's a bunch of scrolls, and I really don't have another torch. Are you sure? Ah! Put my helmet back on. What's wrong with you? Torch. Helmet. Thank you very much. There's scrolls and books and things in here as well, so I'm like, oh, there's information in here. Is this the Chamber of Marzarbul? Or is, like, the whole thing? It's the whole thing. I have questions. It's not really that important. It's really not. I recognize that it's not important. I think I got this statue over here already. So one thing I did do, I was a good girl, and I rebuilt all the broken statues as we went, so I didn't miss any of those. But I skipped a couple of chests. I skipped the ranger camp. And then I blew through the Dworodelf to get to the other side in order to get to the area where I want to build my base camp. So I'm just gonna walk through here again. Okay. These little guys, I don't understand. I mean, if you say so.
I need a better weapon for this.
I know. We don't have one yet. I don't. No. Ah. Ah. Dude. Please, thank you.
That's one more for me.
I'm so glad there's only 2 of them. This is like taking forever. Come on. I need to get that maul as soon as possible. Oh, and my pockets are full, so I can't pick up gems. This is an emerald. I need that. Hashtag no spoilers. What am I dropping? Cloth? Yeah, we're gonna get this emerald. I ain't even messing with that. I want that emerald. Okay, and then apparently this is the 21st, what's it called, Axe? The 21st chamber, room, place thing, stuff? Locations in Moria, what would be in 21st something or other? Which I wouldn't have known if you hadn't told me. It's not in locations? Nope. Gather all fragments, search Durin's forge, open... Oh, we have a whole bunch of... Okay, rediscover the Pilgrim Library. I feel like this is a bug. 21st Hall, thank you. The rediscover the Pilgrim Library objective, like, never goes away. I feel like a lot of people have mentioned this in the Discord. It's a really fun bug. Where it's like, dude, we found the library, we did that. Open Balin's chest, I gotta make the key first. Search Durin's forge, we haven't discovered it yet. Gather all fragments of the Durin's axe, we haven't found them all yet. Seek the Desolation Outpost. Hashtag spoilers. Okay. Durin's axe, Durin's return, the Khazad stone. I'm trying to find the thing. The King's request. Here we go. King Thorin of Erebor has requested that I find the Khazad stone. It must be the same stone that was missing from the tomb of Dur in the 5-6... Wait. The tomb of Dur in the 7th? Or do I have it backwards? That's 7. The stone holds some significance. I had better find it. There's no way Dur in the 7th has already... No. 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 Anyways... I was told to explore the 21st hall. So we're gonna explore. We're gonna explore. This is an objective. Now, I have a curiosity question. Ooh, this bench looks promising. So, you guys might have noticed, specifically I've looked at, yeah, definitely, okay. I've looked at a couple of new recipes in my build menu. The Grand Hearth is a great example. Here we are. Ironwood. We have not found ironwood yet. Here's a pro tip for you. I'm not sure where I learned it. I think it's pretty common knowledge at this point. But your first kind of installment of ironwood is going to be from breaking furniture in houses in the upper city. These are made of ironwood, so let's break some stuff. Now, as always, I've already warned you guys. See, ironwood is right here. I've already warned you guys, these houses are very delicate. They're in terrible shape. So be very, very careful when you hit things if you don't want to break the house. If you don't care about breaking the house, then it's fine. Don't stress about it. But, like, I'm going to whack this chair and the floor might fall out from under me situation. Okay. But we need ironwood and my pockets are full. We need ironwood to move ahead with anything in our lives. So I need to drop some stuff I don't care about and pick up this ironwood. Also, guys, I'm so sorry. I told you I skipped so much information. We fought an ice drake in the upper armories, and when I killed it, my pockets were full and I could not pick up the material that it dropped. The material that it dropped was scales, and scales are actually gonna become very important and also a pretty rare resource. So drakes are the only enemy thus far, no spoilers, that drop scales. So let me just draw attention to this material. It's a new material. We're getting it from a new animal enemy. And scales are going to be very important in the near future, so it's important to grab these again, because I didn't pick it up. It didn't even register that the drake dropped them, and I didn't even mention it. But scales are a new material that is important to draw attention to, so there those are. I'm not going to drop those. Absolutely not. I will drop these arrows, Ara. I'm so sorry. But I need ironwood. So, see, Let me try with the Quarry Master. Maybe it'll be a little more targeted. Okay, here's some ironwood. Regular wood scraps as well. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. Oh! Floor. Now, here's something you can do, which, you know what? I can't because I still haven't found my hammer. I can't repair the floor. But if I had my hammer, my Shanor hammer in my pockets like I should, you can also fortify the buildings as you go. So that's a little tip. That's a little something you might be able to do. As you go, if you don't want to break the house and you're kind of trying to be a little bit delicate about it, you could also just repair the damage to the buildings with your hammer and then start to break. Oh my gosh, that wall took damage. Start to break the stuff. Whoa! Now here's the thing. I kind of break down all the buildings because, as people know, oh, I destroyed some floor. That was accidental, but I need the ironwood. There goes a wall. Here's the thing. It's very difficult to build. What is this? Oh, a Ranger Journal page? It's very difficult to build off of an existing structure because we just don't have the materials to match. So I'm not gonna build new walls and stuff on top of walls and floors and stuff that already exist in a house. I totally get people doing that. Why won't this thing break? There we go. I just don't prefer to do that. So generally speaking, I rebuild all of my structures myself from scratch, which means I'm gonna break down most of the houses. Very few of them am I gonna keep up. So myself personally, I don't really care about breaking these houses, but if you do care, I want you to be warned. You gotta be careful when you're breaking stuff inside the house. But and then there's a bunch of stuff that a troll and some orcs were fighting over here and they dropped and my pockets are full and it's so sad. Oh, I was able to pick all of that up. Ooh, some of that was ironwood. Get excited. Get excited. Lord of the Rings is best. Dragon Slayers, yes. Sorry, guys. I'm so bad. Glaurung, the father of dragons. Thank you, Glaurung. Something like that. And Calagon, the black, was the mightiest of all winged dragons? And Calagon? That's a really fun name. Makes me think of Acnologia from Fairy Tale. It's anime. Balin's Tomb, and another... Oh, yes, we did look at the shield before. Sorry, that's why I skipped it. Okay, so when you originally asked me about Signs of the Fellowship, we had found the one at the bridge and the shield at Balin's Tomb, which is Boromir's shield, I think? Faramir over Boromir any day. It's true. Diver Dan from Sea Change, wasn't it? Yeah, David Wenham. Thank you. I was like, it's David W. something. Diver Dan from... he is Australian, yes. He's been in a lot of... He was in 300. He's more recognizable in that. He's been in a ton of stuff. He's a great actor. He was in Moulin Rouge, actually, as well. I'm starving to death. If you've seen that movie. Yeah, David Wenham. He's great. Apparently he didn't enjoy riding horses in Lord of the Rings. It didn't come naturally to him. First Hall. Yes, 21st Hall. Thank you. I think the funny thing in the whole Lord of the Rings films was the ugly Elrond. Elfor handsome and beautiful, but sorry, Elrond, nothing offensive to actor Hugo Weaving. Yeah, I mean, it was a choice. It was a choice. Oh, I find Hugo Weaving attractive, so I disagree. I'd toss out the arrows, too. Just for an emerald, Ara, right? Okay, Cursed Sauron was also attractive. What do you mean, the big eyeball? What do you mean, the big eyeball? That was Sauron? Are you talking about Sauron / Anatar? I can't pick up this Muznakan carving. Sauron / Anatar in Rings of Power. I can't pick this up. I'm losing it. I'm losing it. Also, we have like no time. I need to go build this base camp. Okay, let me check my list. The Ranger Camp, the Belagos Map Stone, we got that. Okay, materials for the new stuff is what I'm working on now. Okay, so I did get through my list of things that I passed up. Can I drop anything else? I can also come back for things, so it's not the end of the world. Eneminous? Is that how you would say that? Eneminous spice. This is a new item. It's obviously a food item. It's a spice. I'm going to be able to make more recipes with that. What can I drop? What do we use chitin for? Ground into powder. I feel like I never ever use that. I'm going to drop some damaged abex, because why would I have those? Okay. And I'm going to break this furniture. I know you're tired. I know. How much ironwood do we actually have? I need to check my inventory. $29. I was about to say 41. That's wrong wood. 29 ironwood. I can't see anything. I can't. What? No! Don't drop your armor! Do I have drift on my new controller? What do you mean? There you go. A bare knuckle brawl. Oh, because it's a two-handed that's why. Frickin' Masterworks. They're so dramatic. Oh god. Orcs? Wargs? Wargs. Get out of here, dude. Ah, woo! I know, Aldrich! Just hang on. Just keep whacking. Just keep whacking. Yeah, we're really gonna destroy this house now. Could I run them outside and get them away from the structure? Yeah, but like I said, I don't really care. Myself, personally, I don't care about the houses. In my upper city build, a horde is coming! I'm gonna freaking die. Get out of my way! No. No, no, no. No, no, and no. I gotta get out of here. No! I have precious little armor left, and these guys are way too strong for me right now. I'm gonna try to make it to base. I don't have very much stamina, nor do I feel like I have time to stop and open my menu to see if I have an abac or something to help me. I need to get out of here as fast as I can. They are gonna follow me, because it's a horde and they're dedicated. But, like, I gotta get out of here. But I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here. No! Oh my god! Get away from me! No! Like I told you guys, hordes run out of time. They stop after a while. So I'm hoping that I can like get away. Where did I put the little platform that helped me jump over? And then I absolutely don't want to like come across an outpost in addition to the horde.
We got orcs!
Okay. Okay. I'm pretty sure. Can I drop into my base camp or will they just drop with me? I don't know. Let's make the for science. Because they burrow. They burrow and they pop up. Sometimes they actually physically follow the direction that you're going, but they also just pop out of the ground. So they might spawn inside. Ah! I've blocked myself too. I put some walls down here. Bottom of the stairs, please. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Here are my walls. Alright. Goodness. Oh. So scary. So scary. Give me a wall stat. Give me a wall stat. Okay, alright. Everything's fine. Except these are only granite walls. I'm gonna fix my armor real quick. These are only granite walls. They won't protect me much if the worst should happen. My dump chest is full. Okay, deep breath. Deep breath. We're tired. I need so many things to happen right now. Let me catch up with chat first. No, you can drop it, you'll die. GG's on running away. Yeah, sorry, I can't think of two things at once. I did not mean to drop all the way. I was just trying to get to the level where the stairs start. So I was just like, well, I wasn't gonna drop all the way down. Absolutely not. That would defeat the purpose. Yes, and Calagon Dragon, often titled the Black, was the greatest of all winged dragons. He was bred by Morgoth during the First Age and was the largest dragon to have ever existed in Middle-earth. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, it wasn't a disbelieving. I was just like, I do feel like I've heard that name. I want to light these braziers, but I want to use, yes, blaze shrooms. Perfect. Let's shed some light, shall we? I need to build a bigger hearth. I wanted to build a grand hearth, I'm pretty sure. We didn't get enough ironwood for that. Oh, we do have enough ironwood. We don't have enough resin. Well, you know what's fun? I have a bunch of resin in the lower deeps.
Die, you beast!
Okay. Hold on. What can I build? I can't build any of these hearths. Okay, so we're gonna have to grab resin and ubasum wood for the tiled hearth. Resin for the grand hearth. I have to put down a hearth before I build anything else, and I want to build before I bring all of my inventory over. I want to like have established space for it. This hearth is not casting a wide enough grid. So I want to build the grand hearth. So you guys can see the yellow dots on the floor. So this is the hearth grid this little guy is casting. It's just going to cover this immediate area. The grand hearth will cover a lot more. And I do want to check something really quickly. Yeah, so Kirsch, remember last stream that orcs spawned in? And I was like, well, it depends on how far the grid hearth so they spawned right here. And that's why they ran at me through this doorway. So yeah, if your hearth grid is solid, if it's completely connected and covering the entire area, you should be safe from spawn-ins. I'm sure they happen occasionally. But those guys spawned in because my hearth grid is not that large. And that's what I figured had happened, but I was not sure. So yeah, typically your base camp is good, but it's because your hearth grid is usually pretty solid at that point. Sauron in armor was attractive? I don't know, man. The armor was dope, and I'm one of those people that finds armor attractive. You should hear me when I play Hogwarts Legacy. But I don't know, that it was more scary. They did a really good job with those props, with that armor in the films. But yeah. What am I looking for, guys? What am I trying to do? I need resin, first and foremost. I do need to empty my pockets as much as possible, so let's deposit anything I can on existing pallets. So obviously here is some adamant, a decent amount. Here's also some gold. I'm sorry, that's copper. This is gold. So those are the items, the materials that I was farming at the beginning before I started stream, a little bit ahead of schedule. I'm very tired and my tummy is empty. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take a nap. I'm gonna eat some honey cakes. Then we're gonna go back to our base after I empty my pockets, that is. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Do I have enough materials to build another chest? A wooden chest? Can I build 2? Okay. So we're gonna do dump chest method just to get my pockets empty. Emeralds are so exciting. I can't wait to tell you what those are for. But I am gonna wait. So nobody spoil it in the chat. I am gonna wait because we haven't gotten that far yet. And I'm trying not to spoil anything that's ahead of where I am in the game. So nobody else spoil it either, please. But we'll talk about emeralds, what those are for, and why that's exciting. Okay. That's everything. Let's go back to the lower deeps. I need to prioritize resin. I was looking at something else. I am a nerd. I know. I know. The joke is that I'm attracted to robots and, like, armor. Which is kind of true. Which is probably why I'm attracted to robots. We've had this conversation. It's a little weird. My people know what they know. Why do I have stuff in my pocket still? I thought I emptied it. That's a little confusing. But all's well that ends well. Resin upstairs. But, like the Iron Man, the Rich from the first film, the Iron Man suit is, like, actually attractive to me. Not Robert Downey Jr. I mean, he's fine. He's fine. But, like, I'm not attracted to Tony Stark. I'm attracted to the suit. There's other examples of that. There's other examples of that, but I don't know how many anime nerds we have in the chat, but it's mostly stuff from anime. Okay, so we've got... What else should I grab? Granite, maybe? Resin. We'll grab Ubasam wood because I saw something. I'll grab the elven wood. There's not that much. All of this stuff is going to get moved to the new base camp. So it's just a matter of prioritizing, and I do have empty pockets. I'm trying to think. I want to build first. So I need to build the hearth, and then I need to build walls and stuff like that, which I have the adamant for. I need ironwood for the adamant door. I don't know if I'm going to have enough left over after I build the hearth, but we'll take it as it comes. So if I don't, I'll have to use the granite door, which is regular wood, so I'll grab that. All my adamant is already over there in the Dwaro Delph. Coal would not be a bad thing to grab. Stone would not be a bad thing to grab. Because you kind of, whoops, you kind of need that for stuff and things. Ingots I'm not worried about yet, although iron ingots are the base for a lot of building items. So I'll grab iron ingots. What do I need? What do I need? What do I need? It might just be a matter of, like, grabbing everything else now. I need to find my hammer. My Shanor hammer. Where in the world? It's my Shanor hammer. Oh, my dump chest. Alright. Take that, I guess. Food, maybe? Because we're gonna need to eat on the other side. Oh, alright. Pockets are full. First trip. Mapstone Upper City 1, I believe, is going to be my base camp. I can label that as well. You can actually label these locations. This first Upper City Mapstone, I'm pretty sure, is the one in Balin's outpost inside the Chamber of Marzible area. Okay, so I want to put my big grand hearth right here. You know what? Can I make the lodge hearth? For less? No, it's the same price. So we'll be accurate to the base game. Why won't you build? Why won't you build? You know what? I should put a floor down first. Why won't it build? I'm gonna have to do the sad thing and I'm gonna have to build a granite floor over the dirt piles. And you don't have to. I mean, if you can live with the dirt piles, great. I don't prefer to. And I have plenty of granite, so I don't really feel bad. But yeah, here's basically what you have to do. Why won't it, is it the map stone is too close? There we go. Yeah, it won't build next to the map stone. And yeah, Ara is here in chat, if she still is, and she'll tell you how finicky a lot of the building mechanics are. Can be a little bit tricky, and it can be frustrating, but you just gotta roll with it. You gotta roll with it, make the best of it, because it is what it is. And I'm sure the devs, when they get to it, will do what they can as well, but sometimes things that you want to happen just aren't gonna happen. Not everything is in the cards, kind of like real life. Okay, so yeah, fill those gaps. So yeah, it covers the bottom of this a little bit, covers the bottom of the braziers a little bit, so that's sad. It is sad. I don't love it, I don't. Would I much rather be able to just clean the dirt piles? Yes, yes I would. Okay, fun thing about the hearth, at least this big guy, you can kind of push it in to walls and stuff, which is really fun. I want to get this as centered as possible. Oh, I'm starving. So it's kind of encroaching on the pedestal that the statue is standing on, but I'm okay with that because it's going to save me a little bit of space. Okay, guys, and now that we just built the Grand Hearth for the first time, we have unlocked the mansion bed build recipe. So we're going to get a better quality bed going here, and I'm very excited about that. Let me throw a roasting pit right at the front of this. It's kind of like where I like to put my roasting pits. The roasting pit does not smush into the wall. And then, you know what? I want to build more elven wood chests because they're a little bit larger. They hold a little bit more. I want to upgrade my storage for this area. So, like, food is going to go over here next to the cooking stations, if you will. So, I just want to put... Biteweed would be food, yeah. And then seeds. Seeds are going to be food for now. And there's still seeds that I have obviously not planted. Sunken moss I consider a material, even though it goes into brews, so it's kind of an ingredient. Blaze shroom is definitely a material in my brain. Okay, so I'm going to put the food chest next to the cooking areas. I'm also going to need to put a meal table down so that we can cook. Break my beautiful map stone so we can put more floor down. Ah, the little butt heads, yeah. I was trying to remember the merch, or the mech you were attracted to. Yes, Ara is here. I always hate covering this floor. It's a beautiful floor. It'd be nice if we were able to change the snap point on items. This would make building a little less annoying. Yeah, and hooray for Jeff Base. I know we made it. Okay, I go read and sleep. We have 2 a.m. Good night, story mode, and cursed and all. Thank you, Captain, for hanging out. Appreciate you being here in the live chat. You can call me Faith from now on if you would like. That's my name. That's my name. If you would like, you have my permission. But thanks for hanging out. Have a good night. Enjoy your Silmarillion. And of course, these chests are in the way. Of course. And of course, there's too much stuff. I think I can build on top of stuff, though. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. So yeah, this is gonna be a bit of a project because I'm gonna build this base fairly intentionally, but I don't want to spend all of my time doing it. We've already had that conversation. I'm not a fan of just building on stream. I think it's too tedious for me because I'm too particular. Oh, and now that I've got the Grand Hearth, hold on. Now that I've got the Grand Hearth and its grid, I am probably safe to use these side rooms now. Can't pick that up. But yeah, I'm not gonna spend a whole lot of time building. I'll probably build off stream. Yeah, my grid is now past that first line point, so we good. We good, which means I can break down this hearth. I don't need you anymore. Thank you. And, yeah, so I'll be doing a lot of building off stream. Be sad if you have to. I'm sorry if it hurts your feelings, but it's just too tedious. It's too particular. There's tiny little pieces. Too many details. It's gonna take forever. Okay, so I've got my map stone back. And I still have full pockets, and I'm trying to organize my inventory a little bit. So, like, yeah, like, I'm gonna be laying floors for, like, 2 hours. So I just want to get this main area kind of done on stream. We're also probably out of time. I haven't looked lately. But we did not have a whole lot of time coming to the end of this, so let's see. So yeah, I am grateful though that the floors do blend into things like stairs like this, so when you do have to lay an elevated floor to build over some kind of obstacle, it generally is pretty easy to work with, and it does, the floors themselves do kind of press into existing walls and things like that, so you can work with it quite a bit. I don't know why I'm doing this. It's a waste of tiles. Should just use the big ones, but here we are. Okay, so this was important. I'm gonna do something crazy, you guys, because I am taking this base a little bit more seriously. I'm gonna put a rug down. I'm actually quite crushed.
With Mordor gone, it ain't gonna get better than this pit.
Faith? Yes, that's me. That's my name. I want to put this rug down. I don't have onyx. It's at my other base camp. Okay, we're gonna have to do this one step at a time. So I'm gonna have to continue to put down storage chests just to be able to empty my pockets. We'll put it on top of the floor that we've already built because that's technically done. Because I need to grab other materials. So yeah, it's to transferring base camps. And so this is what, sorry, I'm jumping around a lot here at the end of stream. This is what I was kind of referencing when I was being stubborn and I was saying at the beginning of game, Westgate, Elven Quarter, the Mines of Moria. This is why I was like, you know what? I'm not going to grab all of the materials I could possibly grab. I'm not going to get every resource that's in my area right now. Because now we are moving a pretty hefty base to a new pretty hefty base. Yeah, Captain Faith. Yep, you're exactly right. So this is a good example of what I was trying to avoid earlier in game. Like, now it's worth it because of what we have and where we're going, right? So we're gonna invest in this base. We're gonna be in this area for a while. This is also, I'm probably gonna maintain this base for the rest of the campaign. It'll be my main base of operations, if you will. We have a ton of other areas to visit. There will be other camps, other map stones, other points of travel. But this is gonna be literally home base, probably for the rest of game. That's just kind of how I roll with it. So this one's gonna be worth investing in, and to be completely fair with you guys, I'm not gonna do all of it on stream as far as building, so yeah, but here's a great example of like why I don't want all of the things I don't need until I need to deal with that, you know what I mean? Alright, what time is it? We're about 5 minutes over. So we did our backtracking, which was important to me. I feel like I skipped a lot of things. I mean, a ranger camp. I do know that I'm dumping some things that I have pallets for. Don't worry. I'm gonna get it organized. Skipped a ranger camp. Skipped some chests. Skipped pointing out some specific materials, items, locations, and things. And I will find that maze in the mines at some point, and I will share my seed with Axebeard, and I will show you guys the maze, what it means, what it does, how it works, and maybe I will find for the first time the treasure room that is allegedly at the bottom, the very, very bottom layer of the maze, or the ancient tomb of kings, or whatever it was. Yeah. Whatever it was. Okay, but we'll wrap it up here. I'm gonna go ahead and transfer the base off stream. Dry your tears. Dry your little tears. I'm gonna do that off stream. It's gonna be very tedious. It's gonna take a long time, and it'll be worth it. So when we come back, we will be established in the Dworodelf, and we may or may not pop back to a little maze area just so I can show it to you guys. But the Dworodelf, the upper city itself, we have a ton of stuff to look into, to explore, and to collect and investigate. Again, we'll bust out the checklist and we'll go through all of this stuff. It's a little bit like the landmarks of the progression for the area are in kind of different places than normal, but this checklist still applies. These are all things we still need to do. Get our base camp established, stock it, repair statues as we find them, unlock the Musnakan chest, unlock the ranger camp in this area, collect the new materials for the new recipes that we unlock by rebuilding statues. We will have a forge to restore, and we will have an orc stronghold to clear. So even though things are kind of in different places in this area, the checklist does apply, and I do actually have an appreciation for the dev team breaking up the monotony a little bit, because if the formula repeated so much, because Westgate was exactly the same structure as the Elven Quarter, was the same structure as the Mines of Moria, was the same structure as the Lower Deeps. So to have come to a new area and it's a little bit different, I think it's kind of refreshing. So I appreciate that about the switch up and progression a little bit. I still think it's funky that the chest that will mark the Durin's fragment for the Lower Deeps is ahead of it's past the Lower Deeps, because the assumption is you're already out of that area and you've probably already found it. That's a little bit weird. But as far as coming across the bridge of Khazad-dûm and that being basically the exit, the new mine hoist to the new Eastern Stairs, the next thing we have to build to progress, finding that at the front of the new area, kind of different. And yeah, the layout in this area is a lot different too. So far we've been in a lot of just tunnels and caverns and mines. The Dorodelph is obviously an upper city. It's a city, so it's going to have a little more structure to it, which is really cool. So anyways, I'm excited to explore this area with you guys. We'll go down the checklist. We'll keep trucking along. And hopefully next week will be more normal. Things will be a little bit more predictable in life. So Monday night should be good. And then Friday night, I'm still shooting for that as my regular schedule. So yeah, so we're going to wrap it up here. I hate covering the floor. Yes, it'd be nice if we were able to change this. Okay, yeah, I'm trying to catch up. Hooray for Jeff Base. Yes. Go read and go to sleep. Good night, Captain. Time checks 2 hours. Thank you, Ara. Good night, Faith and Ara. Good night, Captain. Was labyrinth the word you were looking for the maze? No, they're called something. They're called like the ancient tombs of kings or something. If you scroll up in the chat, which maybe I can do now that I'm not in the game, Axebeard told me what they were called. Hold on. It was really high up. First Age Tombs. And I don't know why, like, everybody in the Discord talks about it. They're called First Age Tombs. I'm very curious. I'm going to pay a lot of attention to be like, is it the label at the top left of the screen for the area? Is because there's nothing on the map to mark it that way. You know what I mean? Like, I've never seen any name associated with the maze structure. So I don't know where they're getting it from. I think they might be pulling our legs a little bit, so I'm going to investigate. But yeah, First Age Tomb apparently is what it's called. So yeah, that maze structure. So we're going to investigate that whenever I get the chance. Yeah. Not labyrinth, but it is a labyrinth. Yeah. Cat ears. Isn't it cute? Thanks for another great stream. So excited to keep progressing. Checklist. Love it. Yeah. Cool. Well, thank you guys so much for hanging out. In the live chat, we had Axebeard, we had Captain, we had Cal, Ara, obviously, Cursed, obviously, the besties here. Appreciate you guys so much for being in the live chat and interacting with me in the live stream. I know I'm not great at keeping up with chat. It's very hard for me to split my attention between multiple things. But for you guys to be here and keep me company really helps the energy of the stream. So I really appreciate you guys being here. And I hope you have a great weekend. I hope we all get some good rest and eat some good food and have some fun and do something good for ourselves. So I hope you guys have a great weekend. And is there anything else I need to tell you before I go? I don't know. You're welcome. Thank you for saying VODies. I need to acknowledge the VOD watchers. If you've made it this far in the stream, you're crazy. 2 hours if you watch this back. Appreciate it, though. I appreciate the views. Thank you again for 72 subscribers. We are just moving along, and that always feels good to have people interested in what you're doing, the work you're putting in to your channel, and the content that you're putting in. That's what subs means. It means people who want to A, support it, or B, they want to be aware and come back for it and be a part of it. So thank you guys so much for the subs. Especially thank you for the views. Even more so in terms of analytics, views really carry a greater weight even than subscribers for channels trying to grow. So I appreciate you guys so much for watching the stream after the fact. And feel free to comment on the VOD. Feel free to share something good in the comment section. Feel free to ask questions in the comment section. The same rules apply to the comment section as to the live chat. Just be nice, but like, by all means, guys, if you have questions or comments or you want to throw something, want to say something to me, you can always do that in the comment section once the stream is over. So anyways, appreciate all you guys. Have a really great weekend. Hopefully I'll see you on Monday with no drama. Everything should work out fine. So yeah, until then, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye!